From many people that received our personalized invitation about the very first Conscious Jam this June in France, there was a very interesting question that came up. What happens after the 3 months? So I would like to explain the longer business plan of Conscious Jam so it's more understood and clear. We are right now here in May 20. Our very first location will be opening on the 16th of June 2020 in France. And for this location we are calling 40 people to be our very first family, our very first base, and these 40 people will actually be creating the rest of the community. And this first invitation, it's for the period of 3 months. So it goes until September 16th, 15th of September 2020. So this invitation of the 40 people is for this specific period. And the question is, what happens next? There's a lot that happens next. First of all, the chateau in France, we have been acquiring this property in order to be able, until the end of the year, this is 31st of December 2020, to be able to purchase the property, so to be able to have our very first stable base of the Conscious Gems. That's the very first gem that will be used the whole summer, and it's supposed to be acquired with investment until the end of the year. So from the 40 people that are there for the whole summer here, there's going to be 3 categories. One of the categories, so let's say 1/3 more or less, will be remaining long-term stay, because they really resonate with the chateau, and they will make this first place their home. So we are not creating a space just for the 3 months. The 3 months is just the trial period of what we are creating, and to be able to showcase. It's showcase in a trial period, to showcase our idea of what it means, a conscious community. So 1/3 of the 40 people will remain long-term in this chateau in France and will be running this beautiful home that they have. The other 1/3 will continue into the next locations, as each of the locations will need activation and will also need a period of trial similar to the first period. So 1/3 of the people will continue to do the next activation. These are people that are called to do activations, are people who know how to work with energy, and people who resonate to create the bigger grid of Conscious Gems. So this will be the second Conscious Gem, it will be the 3rd, it will be the 4th, and this will be the 5th. And these activations are meant to happen every 3 months. So the second Conscious Gem will happen during autumn 2020. The 3rd will happen during winter 2021. The 4th will be happening during spring 21, and the 5th will be happening during summer 21. And with these 5 we have completed one stable circle, one stable structure of our grid. So this is practically our base. When all this is completed in the end of summer 21, so from now we will have our very first base, our very first stable structure, which is of the 5 gems. And why of the 5 gems? Because each one of the gems has one of the 5 abilities, the 5 qualities that we need, that we have in our agreements. So the first one is about the earth element. The second one is about the water element. The second one is about the metal element. The third one is about the water element. The fourth is about the wood element, and the fifth is about the fire. That will be able to go back and continue creating the same circle of conscious gems. So this is the idea for the long-term plan. And while this is running, all the others are starting. So practically, this just continues going on. And here, for the period of the purchase, we are calling for investment for everybody who believes in alternative real estate, because this real estate will not be just a part of this chateau, but actually you will have a part of all the locations that are being inside our grid. So by putting like real estate investment in conscious gems, you're not only putting in this specific location, even though this will be the first one to be purchased, you're having a percentage in the whole grid worldwide. So this is the input of investment, and then in all the rest of the period, everybody, these are individuals who feel that they want to contribute, and they understand the root and the cause, and they would like to have a part in the whole structure. There will be possibilities of micro investment, so they are part of the whole structure, and that will come with a lot of benefits. For example, for access in our network, access in our locations, access in our modalities. There's a lot of plus, a lot of benefits for becoming part of us, except from the more obvious, the accommodation that can be offered for a specific period of time. So these are the 2 types of investment that has to do with the real estate, that has to do actually with the physical locations. And now there's a second part of the plan, of the business plan, that has actually to do with the 40 people. These 40 people are hand-picked individuals that they very deeply believe in change. They have been working for a very long time, either in conscious communities, in innovative businesses, in conscious businesses, in sustainability, and many fields of the future, and soft skills and everything. And these 40 people will actually have one specific goal for these 3 months. 3 months. So there is one specific goal that we are setting, for the 40 people during this period. So practically you are gathering 40 brilliant minds. You are creating the ideal conditions in a location, in a place that is full of grain, with amazing local food made from our garden, with clean water, with spiritual practices that create this vessel and this container that sets the vibration in a completely different field. And you set them a goal. They have one specific theme to work on, and from this one there's going to be ventures, profitable ventures, that will be coming up. So from this 3 months period, it's practically a very fast incubation center with different terms, because we believe that the incubation has to come from the well-being of the person, the infusion with people, with like-minded people, and the creation of the ideal conditions for somebody to flourish. So these profitable ventures, there is also the possibility for external investment. Most investors are actually always searching for people who can create the next best thing. And they completely understand that if you have a specific situation, specific occasion that creates the pressure, like what is happening in the world right now, and you have an amount of people with very specific goal and very varied abilities, it's impossible that these will not become at least innovative. So the investment for this portfolio of ventures would be for you to have a percentage over the ventures that will come up from these 3 months. And this is our second type of investment. This is the first type of investment. This is the first type of investment, different type, but still the same. And this is the second type of investment. So we are calling also investors who believe that, like we do, like that from this fast forward mastermind group, there will come amazing things that will actually help the planet go forward. They will help us grow inside Conscious Gems and expand outside Conscious Gems, because Conscious Gems is practically the prototyping of all the ideas. It will be the testing lab, and we have also land and people and locations and buildings that we can test everything that comes up from that. And we fast forward testing lab, and from that a lot of innovation will happen, a lot of new ideas, and a lot of new collaborations, and a lot of future roles and future skills that need to happen. So these are our two. This is our bigger plan. This is our bigger business plan. And as you see, it has different parts, but this is what it means, Conscious Gems, in the end. The big picture is in the end, Conscious Gems will end up being a grid on multiple locations around the world, that they all follow the 5 elements and they are holding specific structures. So it's a stable system. They're having people, the 40 plus, the ones that are coming later on, roaming around the locations and be able to live, if they want, even exclusively in our locations. And they will have an external investment from people who really believe in the future of humanity, that we need to start doing things differently. So this is the whole plan. I would love to hear insights. I would love to hear your contributions. If you are any of the categories, please let us know. We will be very happy to talk to you. And this is how it goes. Right now, we are here. And our first goal is to be able to identify these 40 people. So if you are one of these 40 people, please do inbox me. Thank you.